Nana Sue's chow mein. She's going to be pretty chuffed about this. I know she's out there watching. So Nana Sue, this is for you. What we want to do, can you start to dice up the carrot and finally shred the cabbage for me? That'd be great. So Nana Sue is actually my mother-in-law. My wife.
Well, she's now famous because her very famous noodle dish.
I know. So obviously my wife Abby, her mum, but we call her Nana Sue because now the boys call her Nana Sue. So Nana Sue it is. My mum never made chow mein. I don't know about you growing up, but I didn't really grow up.
I was in Scotland. So,
yeah. I didn't really grow up with it. So it wasn't until I moved to Ballarat and started dating Abby and then went around to her mum's place for dinner and she made this one night and I was like, what is this delicious sorcery? This is amazing. And I sort of bugged her for a while and she eventually gave me the recipe and I've been making it for years. And it's always, it's a real family favourite now. And it is really hearty, simple cooking, but delicious. And that's what I love. All right, I've got my big frying pan, medium heat. Want to add a good glug of olive oil into the pan. And I'm also, as well as olive oil, I'm adding a little bit of sesame oil as well. I love sesame oil, but you don't need...
For the flavour.
For flavour. Now, you don't need too much because it can overpower it really quickly, but a little bit goes a long way. Thank you. We'll start getting our onion into the pan to fry off. Now, I just want to cook that for a couple of minutes, just until it starts to soften, and then I'm going to add the garlic. You don't want to add the garlic at the start because it will burn really, really quickly. So we'll just let that go for a minute or so. Thinly sliced the garlic. All right, garlic can go into the pan now. Beautiful. And at this stage too, I can add the beef mince. So that can go in. Thank you. Now at this stage, I like to season with some salt and pepper. Good pinch of salt. And some pepper. Now we just want to break up that mince and just cook that for a few minutes until it's nice and brown. All right, Joe, our mince has browned off nicely. Now
Ready for my veggies?
Yep, let's go in with the veg. That'd be great.
I love that you're putting... Look at this.
Look at this.
I'm so proud of you, Tim.
Now it seems like
it
seems like a lot of cabbage, but it does wilt down as it cooks.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. So we're just going to give this a good stir and cook it for a few minutes until those veggies are starting to soften before we add some more ingredients. So that's wilted down nicely. It's gone from that big pile of cabbage and wilted down, which is what we want. Now we can add a couple more ingredients. So we've got a beautiful curry powder here. We're going to add a couple of generous tablespoons of that into our chow mein mix.
Nice.
That's going to give it a great flavour. Okay. And then for that real kick of umami flavour, we've got a chicken stock powder, all right? This is a bit of a cheats way. Not only does it add great chickeny flavour, but it also helps to season our dish as well.
Yeah, because there's salt already in here.
Yeah. All right. So again, a couple of nice tablespoons of that. Lovely. Thanking you. We've got some water there. So this is hot water. 1 litre of hot water. It seems like a lot of water, but what will happen as it cooks, it'll start to evaporate and really thicken up our sauce, okay, which is what we want. So that can go in now. Alrighty, thank you. All right, Joe, just going to bring that to a simmer now. Then I'm going to add our fried noodles. Cook that for about 10 minutes until that sauce is nice and thick and the noodles are cooked.
So you're putting them in dry, like this? Yeah, and then they're cooked in the sauce.
This is a true one-wok wonder, guys. see that's really thickened up, absorbed all that gorgeous flavour. So that's pretty much done. Final flourish, would you be able to chop up some coriander? Sure. Nana Sue, she hates coriander, so this is where I timify it a little bit, but I feel like it needed a little bit of greenery. But to finish off our chow mein, I've got some light soy, good quality light soy, and then a sweet soy, just to balance those flavours and just to really finish it off and ramp up that flavour. You don't need much, but just a little bit. But I love a good sweet soy because so far this is quite salt on salt on salt. So that little bit of sugar that you get from the sweet soy is just going to help to balance everything, which is what we want. So a good drizzle of the sweet soy.
I'm feeling like this is a really good dish. You know, I've got 2 sons.
Yeah.
University.
Oh, yeah.
Budget friendly, fill them up.
Yeah.
Got some loads of veggies in there, actually. All that cabbage in there that you hardly even notice now.
That's right. So you can see that's taken on those soys really, really well. All right, let's plate up.
Lovely.
Easy as that. So serving bowl, we'll just get a nice whack of those noodles. So there's nothing fancy here, Joe. This is just good, honest, home-style cooking.
Yeah. It's a midweek meal. It's gorgeous.
Again, you could put some broccoli in here, you could put some cauliflower florets, you could adjust it to however you want, whatever you've got in the fridge. The world is your oyster with Nana Sue's chow mein. Bring that over. Make sure you haven't made a mess. Now some of the dreaded coriander on top. But I think it's great. It just helps to freshen everything up a little bit. Sorry, Nana Sue. All right. And then I use these a lot, but I'm obsessed with them. Fried shallots, again, just adds that little bit of crunch factor and a different texture.
Yeah, lovely texture.
So just a sprinkle of those on top. There we go, my timified Nana Sue's chow mein. We love you, Nana Sue. I hope I've done your dish justice. This is a big bowl of hugs.
It is. A bowl of goodness. Nana goodness.